At the end of the day, there's always a guy that they can rely on. The Mayonnaise Nation, when they pick up the coon phone, whose name automatically shows up, who tries to diffuse, so-called tension between black and whites, who basically is nothing but a figurehead and basically a talking puppet for white supremacists. But you have some people that's proud to do it. Guys like Jason Whitlock, and then this other guy that comes to mind, Charles Barkley, who loves attacking black people on behalf of the Mayonnaise Nation. Charles Barkley recent remarks was basically he called himself wagging his finger at Steven Jackson, Ice Cube, Deshaun Jackson, and Nick Cannon. He basically was talking about, well, Kareem is the only one that called him out, and at the end of the day, talking that stupid kumbaya and how we gonna get better, and for white people to see racism. Wait a minute, how long we been trying to get white people to believe that racism exists? Well, first of all, they know it exists because they created it, they imposed it, they exercised it. But at the end of the day, Charles Barkley just being Charles. I'm not going to spend 10 minutes talking about that worthless piece of shit. Look at Charles Barkley's background. He loves white zaddy. He loves white women. They always know they can call him up. Hey, Charles, could you say something? Could you call yourself, speaking to the black community? But here's the thing. We don't give a flying fuck what Charles Barkley thinks. Charles Barkley, if you want to talk about cancel culture, Charles Barkley got canceled like 10 years ago. We already know what he all about. We already know he is the puppeteer. He is, basically the puppet, that a white man can stick his hand in, and basically Charles Barkley will regurgitate and repeat whatever the white man has to say. But we don't pay attention to Charles Barkley because we know what's up with Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley is a registered coon. He carries his coon card. He never leaves home without it. We don't pay attention to guys like Charles Barkley. He been a lost cause years ago. I mean, for real. Like I said, we don't have to sitting up talking. Why do black people always sit up there and say, well, how we going to get white people to help us fight against racism? Well, first of all, they the ones that exercised racism. They created racism. Excuse me? Trying to convince them to believe it exists. They know it exists. They just don't give a damn. That's why I can't stand dudes like Charles Barkley, who sit up there and say, oh, we got to be nice to white people, or they ain't going to help us fight against racism. If they really wanted to help fight against racism, they would be out there fighting. We wouldn't have to have George Floyd's and Breonna Taylor's and, Doug Lewis, Oscar Grant, Ahmaud Arbery, Philando Castile, numerous incidents to try to convince them that racism doesn't exist. Wait a minute, it goes all the way back to Rodney King. I can go even further. The Black Panthers. I can go even further than that. Malcolm X. Whenever somebody say that racism doesn't exist, you already know they're a liar and you know that they're racist. But at the end of the day, Charles is doing what he does best. Nobody cares about Charles. And once again, Charles Barkley is trying to drive a wedge between the black community. That's what the man loves to do. He uses divide and conquer by trying to play black people up against each other. They've been doing this for years. Remember, it's okay for people to attack us. But then when we say we gonna start attacking them, then it's like, well, Martin Luther King talked about nonviolence and okay, let's get something straight. First of all, Martin Luther King changed his whole opinion on that. He felt that he had led his people into the darkness, and that's why he really got taken out, because he was about to basically explain what he was talking about, because he saw what could become with us. He saw it. And he was like, oh my God, I need to stop this. right away. But before he could, he was taken out. So at the end of the day, getting back to Charles Barkley, we not paying that Negro no mind. Okay? Charles Barkley is who he is. Instead of us being so angry at Nick Cannon, the guys that we should be really angry at is the dudes that constantly try to throw us under the bus and try to undermine us. The Charles Barkleys, the Jason Whitlocks of the world. Mark Lamont Hill, Stephen A. Smith, those type of dudes. Herman Cain. You know, Candace Owens. For real. Even YouTubers. You know, the Paris Milans, the Tommy Sotomayors, the O'Shea Duke Jacksons. You know, the Cynthia G's. You know, for real. Those are the ones that try to undermine us at the drop of a dime. Those the ones we should be watching out for. But yeah, fuck Charles Barkley. This your boy Town Biz. I'm out.